this year where your defensive line's been pushed or shoved really around. What do you attribute the growth of this group to this point where they're tough to move?
Well, that's our standard. We're not going to allow each other to get pushed back, and if someone does, we correct it right away. And I think our leaders, Damien, Stilly, all those older guys, they've really made that standard, tight. You can't slack off any plays, and I think that's just been what we've been doing this whole year. Starting in the spring, we had a goal, we had a plan, and we were just executing that plan, and we were just gonna keep doing that.
What was your perspective on that goal line play where JoJo and DeAndre got the stop? What's the turnover?
It was I think, those guys, you're not in until they're in, right? So you got to keep playing every play as hard as you can, no matter how close they are. And I think DT did a really good job getting off the ball. Luckily, he didn't get touched. He went right in, and then JoJo came on the backside, stripped that ball, and DT was able to cut that ball off. So it was that was huge in the game. I think that was another nail in the coffin. Trying to put them away, and when they get that close and can't get in, that's definitely a confidence. It's not going to do very well for them. So yeah, that was a really nice play.
Does Coach Tuioti change what he does at all? You've been with him for 3 seasons now. The defensive line has gotten better and better. Do you find different ways to challenge you guys each week, or is it just really the same message, the same thing?
It's the same message, but he goes by good, better, best. So each week we get better, and we can there's a best to come out of that. So we do everything. So we have above the line behaviors, below the line behaviors, and we try to do everything above the line. And that's huge in our D-line room. And and like I said, with Coach T's good, better, best, we're always trying to find things we can get better and then become the best at. So nothing's really changed. We've just we really bought into what Coach T is saying, and we're just trying to get the best out of each other.
What's an example of something that you're trying to have an above the line behavior on a game day?
Just doing everything the right way. It could be anything. If it's getting off a block hard, if it's running to the ball faster, just everything that has to be above the line. We have a standard, and that standard's the line we want to be above. You know what I mean? So it's just something that our D-line room we live by. It's every day, and it's not even on the field too. It's off the field. It's in life too. It's all over the place.
Last year, you guys followed the 2 wins in the middle of the season with poor performances the week following. I guess what goes into taking a good performance and then finding a way to improve again the next week?
Yeah, we've already started. The first thing that we said before we got on the field is we got to attack this week, just like it's a Super Bowl, just like we have been. I think we've been doing a really good job of stacking days and stacking good performances. But we gotta go out there and keep playing like we have been, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That I think we're starting to really show people that we can hang. You know what I mean? So it's every day in practice. We just got to come out and work harder than we did the day before, and that will contribute to the games.
Do you talk to you at all about Michigan? I know he coached there.
Yeah, they're big. It's big boy football. Those guys are big up front, probably the biggest line we've seen all year. But that's what we want in the Big Ten. That's why we came here. It's going to be hard fought battle in the trenches. Like I said, that's what we want. So we're excited. A lot of running. They run the ball a lot. So that's our number one goal as a defensive lineman is to stop that. So.
I'm sorry I got over here a couple minutes late. When did you actually suffer the injury, and how frustrating was it to watch as much as you had to watch?
Yeah, so I suffered it probably 2 weeks before the first game, and then I had to get back into rehab, just rehabbing it. It was a pretty big setback, and then just frustrating. It stunk. It was the first game really hurt. Being able to watch those guys go play. I obviously want to be out there with them. But I just kind of had to keep my mind focused on, getting what I had to get done to be able to play. It made it easy to watch those guys go out there and do what they did against those teams. So they motivated me a lot to get back out there, do what I had to do to get back out there.